Fabric is folded and the wrong sides are up. I am going to just pick the desired length of my skirt. And then cut it. And cut it in half. Okay, my next step is I'm going to put just a couple pleats in the front of the skirt. So I have a skirt that fits me well and they're of the same material, both stretch materials. So my goal is to get this skirt, it's elastic in the top of the skirt, but to take my pleats in enough so that it fits in between this measurement when I stretch it out. So what I did is I basically just took my tape measure and measured in 5 inches from the edge of the skirt. I grabbed it and then I just brought it in and made a pleat. So, thing is, if you're an advanced or you know how to do the math to get it. If not, you can just feel your way around. And I did that to both sides. And then I just took the pleat, made the pleats. Once I stretched the skirt, you know, I have my measurements. So this is a medium, and so I need this to be a size medium. So it's pretty much on point. I'm going to go ahead and sew across the top so that my pleats will be in place. I'm going to do the same thing to the back of the skirt, and then I'm going to connect them at the sides and then start to construct the top and the waistband and the top. Pleats are all in place. Pin the sides of the skirt together. Okay, grab your fabric, fold it in half, and let's make the waistband. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my waist measurement and add 2 inches to it. And because I'm cutting on a fold, I'm going to then divide that number by 2. And I want my waistband to be at least, I'm going to cut it at 4 inches, but it's going to be a lot smaller once I sew it on. Sides, then sew it together. Match your seams together on the waistband and then mark it with chalk, the other ends. That will let you know, this will let you know where you're going to connect it on the skirt. So do that to both sides, and then we're going to go ahead, do the same thing to the skirt, and then connect the waistband to the skirt. Where I have the chalk marks, that lets me know where I need to attach it on the skirt. I'm going to do the same thing to the skirt. I know that my seam allowances are already marked. Put the waistband, match the chalk marks up. Turn the waistband with the right sides together facing the skirt, and then we're going to pin it all together and then sew it at the top. Grab your draping tape and let's go. If you don't have draping tape, you can use ribbon and pins. Grab your muslin and your pins and a Sharpie, because we're going to work each panel separately that we have draped. And so we're going to go ahead and just, you can see the draping tape through the muslin, and we're just going to simply trace it so that we can get our pattern piece. Okay, I have all my pattern pieces traced, so now I'm just going to add a 1/2 inch seam allowance around each piece, just a 1/2 inch seam allowance. After you're done adding your 1/2 inch seam allowance, go ahead and just cut out all the pattern pieces. Put it back on the dress form and mark your notches. And again, disregard the back strap. I did not include it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out, and then we're going to start piecing this baby together to get it ready for the skirt. Okay, it's all pinned together, but however, I do need to make the neckline a little bit more sturdy, so I'm going to add some stabilizer to it. Iron the stabilizer to the neck piece. Before we attach the side straps, I'm going to do the armhole. I'm going to roll it once and then roll it again and then sew it down. And what I've done with that side panel is I cut 4 pieces. So what I'm going to do is I cut it. I'm going to turn the inside out. I'm going to sew all along the sides. I'm going to leave this open and both the ends open. And this is what it will look like. And so this is why, and then we're going to attach it to the sides. And that's why we're going to go ahead and do the armhole first. And then we're going to just connect those right there together. Then I'm going to add ties to the back. I'm going to go ahead and make some longer straps to attach to the back. Pin the straps on by putting the right sides together and go ahead and sew it down. Okay, this I'm just going to fold this in about a 1/2 inch and sew it down. Then I'm going to add a large hook and eye to each side. Make sure you measure your neck before you put the hook and eyes on. You want to make sure it fits. I left at least 1 inch in mine. So I just cut 4 straps. I'm going to put them face to face, pin them together, and then I'm going to sew all the way around, and then I'm going to turn it inside out and go ahead and attach it to the end of the strap. Okay, we sewn the straps at the sides, and now we're going to turn them inside out. Okay, to attach the straps, I'm going to go ahead and tuck in the end of that back panel. Just tuck it in neatly, and then I'm going to stick the strap inside, press it down, and then sew it in place. I'm going to do that to both sides. And then at the end of the strap, I'm going to tuck that in also and just sew across. Okay, my next step is with the skirt of the dress. I literally took the waistband and folded it over and pinned it in place. What I am doing is covering where I connected the waistband to the skirt. So you literally just fold it under and just pin it all the way around. Then I'm going to go ahead and sew this down. Okay, now that I have sewn this down and inside, the waistband down, I am going to go ahead and connect the top. I'm going to put these right sides together and put the top facing down, so when I connect it, it comes up. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this at the seams. I want to make sure my seams match up, and then I'm just going to pin the top to the front because the back is open. So just pin this all the way around. Now it's pinned, and then we're going to go ahead and sew it together. Okay. top is connected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the ends of the straps by just tucking it in and sewing right across and closing that up. And then I am going to finish the hemline, and I got a little split on the side. I can't wait to show you guys. This dress is so cute. All right, show you in a second.